Today, we are going on an absolutely epic journey. But our hero isn't some adventurer. Nope, it's a tiny pill. We're going to follow this thing from the second it's swallowed and see the incredible, and I mean incredible, obstacle course your body puts it through.
Think about it. You pop a pill for a headache, or infection, or whatever, but what really happens then? It's not magic, that's for sure. It's more like a mission, a biological adventure with 4 distinct stages that your body manages from the moment that pill passes your lips.
You know, there's a whole field of science that maps this journey out. It's called pharmacokinetics. And really, the easiest way to think about it is this. It's not about what the drug does to your body, but what your body does to the drug. How it gets it in, sends it around, breaks it down, and finally kicks it out. So here's our roadmap. We're going to break this whole thing down into 4 main parts, known by the handy little acronym ADME. That's absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. Let's get into it. First up, absorption. This is stage 1, and it's all about one thing: getting the medicine from where you put it, like, say, your stomach, into your body's main transportation network. We're talking about the bloodstream.
Now, how a drug gets in, it matters a lot. If you get an IV, that's like an express pass, a VIP ticket straight into the bloodstream. 100% of the drug makes it in, no questions asked. But pretty much every other way, especially swallowing a pill, means that drug has to clear some serious hurdles first.
For that pill you just swallowed, the first major checkpoint is the wall of your gut. And to get through this barrier, the drug has to be designed just right. Think of the gut wall like a bouncer at an exclusive club. The drug needs the right credentials to get in, and in this case, it usually means it has to be fat-loving, or what scientists call lipid-soluble. That property helps it slip right through the cell membranes and into the blood.
And this brings us to a super important idea: bioavailability. It sounds fancy, but all it means is how much of the drug actually makes it into your bloodstream to do its job. With an IV, you get 100% bioavailability. Easy. But a pill? It's not even close. Only a fraction makes it. So, where does the rest of it go?
Well, a huge reason for that drop-off is something called the first pass effect. Okay, picture the liver as a mandatory toll booth. After a drug gets absorbed from the gut, all that blood makes a beeline straight for the liver. And the liver immediately starts to metabolize, or basically inactivate, a big chunk of the drug before it ever gets a chance to circulate through the rest of the body. For some drugs, this effect is so powerful that taking them as a pill is practically useless.
Okay, so some of our drug made it past the gut wall and the liver's toll booth. It's finally in the bloodstream. Now we're at stage 2, distribution. It's time to use the blood as a massive highway system to travel all over the body. But this highway, it's got its own rules of the road. The drug molecules don't just get to cruise around freely. A lot of them actually have to hitch a ride. And who they ride with makes a huge difference in where they can go and what they can do.
This is where a fascinating thing called protein binding comes in. Imagine the big proteins in your blood, like albumin, are giant tour buses. The drug molecules that hop on that bus, they're bound. They're inactive, just along for the ride. It's only the free drug molecules, the ones driving their own cars, that can actually take an exit ramp, get to the tissues, and do their job. The tour bus, meanwhile, acts like a slow-release reservoir, dropping off more drug molecules over time. Pretty cool, right?
All right, after cruising around the bloodstream highway, our drug arrives at the body's central processing plant, the liver again. This is stage 3, metabolism. The liver's main job here is to take that active drug and chemically change it, getting it ready for removal from the body. The liver does this with a really efficient 2-phase process. In phase 1, special enzymes act like chemical mechanics. They get under the hood and tweak the drug's structure to make it more water-soluble. Basically, they're preparing it to be washed away. Then, in phase 2, the liver sticks a big water-soluble tag onto the drug. This tag is like a giant kick-me-out sign that the kidneys can easily spot. And this right here is exactly why your doctor asks about every single thing you're taking, from vitamins to other prescriptions. Some drugs are inducers. They put the processing plant on hyperspeed, which can clear another drug, say a blood thinner like warfarin, way too fast, making it less effective. But other drugs are inhibitors. They slow the whole plant down, causing a massive traffic jam. This can lead to a toxic buildup of that warfarin, creating a really dangerous situation. So the liver has done its job. It's processed our drug and slapped that kick-me-out tag on it. The journey is almost over. We've arrived at stage 4, the final exit route, excretion. The main players here are the kidneys. They act like this incredibly sophisticated filtration system, constantly pulling those drug metabolites from the blood and shunting them into the urine to be flushed out of your body for good. But hang on, here's a fascinating problem. Some drugs can actually get reabsorbed from the urine back into the bloodstream. And in an overdose situation, that is incredibly dangerous. So how on earth do doctors stop that from happening? Well, they perform this kind of heroic chemical rescue in a process called ion trapping. Let's say someone overdoses on a weak acid drug, like aspirin. Doctors can give the patient something to make their urine more alkaline or basic. This simple change in chemistry gives the aspirin molecules an electrical charge. And here's the genius part. Charged molecules are trapped. They physically can't cross back over into the bloodstream. It's like putting a one-way gate on the exit, making absolutely sure the toxic drug is flushed safely out of the body. So we have followed our little pill from absorption all the way to excretion. Let's wrap this up by talking about why this entire journey is so important. Why does all this aid me stuff matter to you? Because every single step of this journey directly impacts your health. Absorption and that first pass effect, that's why the dose for a pill is often way higher than for an IV. Distribution helps determine how long a drug will last. Metabolism is the reason drug interactions can be so incredibly dangerous. And excretion is why your doctor is always concerned with how well your kidneys and liver are working. It is all connected. So you see, the journey of a pill isn't just some straight line. It's a 4-part saga of checkpoints, highways, processing plants, and escape routes, all perfectly orchestrated by your body. It's just a little reminder of the incredible, complex science that's happening inside you every single day.